I know, like I always chat, blah blah blah. I always talk to my baby. I always talk to you about stories, but if I were to internalize, I'm always better writing it down. I'm better thinking on paper. And I want to show you, I dug up my archives of journals that I've attempted and never finished. And I'm gonna share with you what worked out for me. So let's start with these notebooks. I love buying notebooks ever since. So as you can see, I bought this because it's cute. I never used it because the paper was so pretty, which is so ironic. Travel journal. I bought this, I guess, 15 years ago. Maybe I'll use this in my next trip. So I bought this writing ideas book. I use this a lot. What I ended up using it is for taping all of my sticky notes while I was writing my book one. I will use this. I will use this again when I start revising my book one. I use part of it filing system. But I realized when I organize, it's my form of procrastination. See, time management, soon go tasking, logical versus creative. What's one thing that will make you feel like a success? I use it as a scratch paper for book one, recipe for pork chop, simple organization and admin. I'm obsessed with organization, but my stuff are never organized. Simple list or trackers. I have so much projects that I really want to complete. 2022 focus, what did I write? Move your body every day. Moving my body every day is in my yearly focus or goals. Track expenses, that's it. The story of my life. I really want to answer this book. I want to remember my early years. Because you know what? This YouTube channel is about remembering my years. Because time is passing by so fast. This YouTube channel is really more on understanding myself. So journaling is a big part. Documenting it through videos is gonna be a big part for me. And I've been enjoying filming and editing these videos. I know they're not valuable, but it's valuable for me. This is just 2023 that I never really used. I just used the first part. For 2023, my first goal was to finish my first draft of book one. Success date was June 30th. Challenges: Instagram, going out with friends, procrastination, and loss of focus. Plans to overcome them. Say no to invitations. Yes, I did say no to a lot of invitations. Stay off Instagram. Yeah, maybe 40% I stay off Instagram. Stick to my weekly plan. Motivations, quit my day job and become a paid artist. That's always been my greatest dream. Number 2 goal, 10 full push-ups front split. I never was able to. I was able to finish the goal number 1. I just bought this from dollar store. This is a good planner. I just used it a few days and then I never used it again. That's what happens. Because I have so many notebooks. It's my little notebook. Started as a password thing. I tried to organize again and think. My thinking notebook, my to-do lists. This is where I brain dump. Can you see it? Brain dump. I do a lot of brain dumping because there's just way too much in my head. What is this? Tuesday. I'm grateful for my gratitude thing. You know what? Having a gratitude list helped me a lot. This is a good notebook too. Dreams notebook. I have so many dreams, so I put them all together here. I have to revisit this. This is my gratitude journal. I never used, but I want to use. I got this from dollar store too. $4. Really good quality material. I got this from Marshall's. I bought it because of the thing. I use this a lot. I use this a lot for my creative projects. I attempted to start a blog. It's just so intricate and tedious. It's so technical for me. That's why I stopped. I use this a lot actually. Idea how to be happy. I have so much ideas. I have so much ideas that I overthink and I don't know which one to start. What really stuck was writing my book. So I believe that's my calling, writing my book and telling stories. That's what I realized through writing or thinking on paper. Okay, should I continue going through my books? So this notebook was gifted to me. It's a very special notebook. This is an expensive notebook actually. I don't know how to pronounce this. Leuchtturm. I think it's German. 1917. This is a very famous notebook for journaling. All of the YouTubers that I've watched, they use this. My dreams. I always write my dreams. I have so many dreams. I always write it everywhere. Welcome 2020, success journal, words to live by, 2020 goals. I actively use this 2020. Home buying, and then here you'll see when we were in the process of buying our home. Home buying timeline, home options, brand new, resale. And then I tried to write down all of the activities that I had every 15 minutes. It helped for you to be intentional with your day. I should revisit my notebooks because there's a lot of learnings and gems. RPM, what do I really want? What's my purpose? What do I need to do? I always ask myself. Definitely, I'm not gonna throw this away because it was gifted by a very, very good friend who helped me when I didn't know that I was depressed. So without this friend, I don't know where I'd be now. Let's go back to journaling. I finished this notebook, but I tore a lot of pages. I bought this for my for my course when I was studying. That's my thing. If the pages of the notebook are just too pretty, I don't write on it, just like this. So I should be avoiding buying pretty notebooks. I had this 2014. Oh my god. I bought this because it's pretty and it has a lot of quotes. I use it a bit, not a lot though, because I was busy. And this was 2015. I kept it because I want to use the pages for scrapbooking that I have no time for. This is way back when 2011. What stuck with me was this. So I bought this when I was lost. When I realized that if I want my life to change, then I had to change my habits, do something different. After reading books, after listening to these inspirational people, to the successful people, the one thing in common is journaling. Journaling and meditation and working out. They move their body, they think on paper, and they connect with the woo-woo. They meditate. I'm a woo-woo believer, okay? I believe in magic. Woo-woo is tried and tested in my life. I've defied a lot of odds. That's why I believe in woo-woo. This is the best way to start journaling. I know you know this already because it's very famous. It's the 5-minute journal. And each day, you'll have a quote and then you can write your own day. You're gonna write down 3 things. This is gonna be in the morning that you're grateful for. So I'm grateful for, and then you'll write down 3 things. What would make today great? And then daily affirmations. In the evening, you'll write 3 amazing things that happened today. And how could I have made today even better? It stuck with me. I finished this. Maybe I should go back to this. I finished this during pandemic. So I bought another one and I finished this too. This book is good for 6 months. It's worth it. After finishing 2 of this, I watched my friend Ryan. What's his last name? The Stoic guy. Ryan Holiday. I'm a fan. I watched a video of him journaling and I saw this 1 line a day. So I bought it. I look at it. I was like, there's no quote. But guess what? I started it and this is what stuck. So I've been doing this since 2023. It's really nice because for each day, you'll have 5 years worth. You can look back on what you've done for the past. 1 chapter research, excited about the progress of my book. The best motivation is progress. That's what I realized on that day. January 3rd of 2024, I woke up late at 6 a.m. Sad face. 10-minute yoga. Didn't work much on my book. Distracted by... Then I forgot to write down what I was distracted by. Cook for lunch, look for clothes to wear on Saturday. I need to be a good girl and stop being a piggy. January 3rd, 2025, another easy day at work, very grateful, read Jojo Moyes' Substack, and was inspired to write even more. That's why I love this. I will definitely continue even after the 5-year mark. We're done with looking back. And then I bought this. I'm very influenceable because I'm a woo-woo believer. After watching Nisha's journaling video, I will link her YouTube channel. I searched for the journal that she used when she started journaling and I found it on Amazon. It has a lot of prompts and it's very woo-woo focused. You have the emotional scale, which I believe in, which helped a lot. Affirmations, I'm not big with affirmations because I need tough love. I can't be like, I am kind, I am pretty. I can't do that because I'll be just like, what are you talking about? Like if I say I am smart, the other part of my mind will be like, what the heck? So, you know, it doesn't work for me. My affirmation is just different. Like, you gotta do this. Stop doing this. That's what works for me. So you do what works for you. I bought this maybe around August of last year, 2025. I started, or maybe September, because my entry. I've answered a lot of questions already, but I never got to finish. Because here's the thing. The last time I performed as a non-professional dancer, during practice I injured this right side of my arm. Ever since then, I always have chronic pain from my shoulder blade to my writing triggers the pain, and I can no longer write longhand for a long time. Sometimes it won't trigger it, which doesn't happen that often. I try to write light and not put too much pressure just so it won't trigger it, because I like writing. I tried a lot of different kinds of ways to journal. When I was working in an office, when we're not busy, I would write myself an email. I'll ask myself, because I was an auditor, I would always conduct a root cause analysis. So that's what I would do to figure out why I was feeling anxious or why I was feeling upset. That's just how I process my emotions and my thoughts. So I journal everywhere. I would write myself an email, and then it just gives me mental clarity whenever I break it down in that way. It's like my therapy. Journaling is very therapeutic for me, especially if I'm beginning to be cuckoo, which often happens. Not these days though. I like typing. When they introduced the journal app on iPad, I got really excited because I like typing. So I was like, okay, I can journal with my iPad typing, and I'm faster typing anyways, and it won't trigger my chronic pain. I journaled in that way as well. What I really enjoy is having a notebook. That's my preferred way of journaling. There are 3 things that I really want to be consistent with. I want to do one for my mind, body, and soul. For my soul, it's definitely creating. I want to focus on my YouTube channel. I want to go back to revising my book, because whenever I do something creative, it's like I'm in a different world. It doesn't matter if it's interior designing or writing or filming and editing these videos. I know I always say that I love plans, but with this creative stuff, most of the time it's intuition. So it's just whatever I feel like. So meditating from my mind and definitely journaling. There's so much going on in my head, and I need a way to unload it. I need to brain dump, conceptualize, box my ideas, to-dos, projects, work stuff, home admins, my personal admin, even my chores. And then for my body, now that I got cleared to work out again, I'm really excited to incorporate any strength training again. Favorite trainer is Shauna Virtue. I will link her YouTube channel below. I purchased her home workouts, and it was the best workout program that I ever had. It only takes 30 minutes, but I feel great. You don't feel super exhausted. Your nervous system is relaxed. The bonus part was the aesthetic. I really saw results. Before I got diagnosed with my illness, I was consistent with her program plus Pilates together, and it was the best. I felt great. I had so much energy and love what I'm seeing in the mirror. My chronic pains were not triggered. So that's my plan for this year. When I crack open this notebook, because I was so excited. I'm so excited!